开始。
Everyone, thanks for joining us today. My group includes Yunpeng, Xiaoren, Qingyuan, and me. Our group have chosen two leaders, Hua Zhenma and Elon Musk, respectively. We will write a short biography of the two leaders, apply two approaches to each leader, explain how the models or theories used to support each leader's style. The presentation will last about 20 minutes. Next page, please. First, I will introduce the brief biography of Hua Zhenma. Hua Zhenma is the founder of Tencent. He was born in October 1971. He was smart in his childhood with an excellent score of 739 in the college entrance examination. He was admitted to Shenzhen University. During the university, Hua Zhenma took some computer science theory courses such as data structure and algorithm. Furthermore, he was interested in researching the principles and mechanism of the viruses and dissected some virus samples so he can turn theory into practice. Next page, please. Due to the proficient skill of language, Hua Zhenma joined Shenzhen Renxun Communication Development Corporation Limited, one of the largest private paging station company at that time. After graduating from Shenzhen University in 1993 in Renxun, Hua Zhenma started as a junior engineer and he was later promoted to the head of the department. This work experience enhanced Hua Zhenma's work practices and improved his knowledge in management. In 1998, Hua Zhenma seized the social software ICQ and developed the Chinese edition products such as OICQ. OICQ is the early model of QQ application. Hua Zhenma founded Tencent with Zhi Dongzhang. The main business of the Tencent is to make the web page system development and program design. Nowadays, Tencent has become one of the giants of Chinese internet companies. Tencent has well-known software such as WeChat, Tencent Video, and Tencent Games. WeChat is the most popular social software in China with approximately 1.225 billion users. The Honor of the Kings is one of the most popular mobile games in the Chinese market. Hua Zhenma is the creator of this empire. In 2019, he ranked 20th on the Forbes Global Billionaire list with a wealth of US dollars 38.8 billion. Next page, please. Now let's talk about traits approach. Leadership is a progress whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. Intelligence and self-confidence are necessary traits of a leader. Previous researchers have provided some perspectives on leaders' traits. Landmark Studio 1948 found that leadership is a relationship between people in a social situation. However, Main 1959 found that leadership in small groups more rely on personality traits. Lord Divader Alliger 1986 also supported the perspective that personality traits can be used to differentiate leaders and non-leaders. Next page, please. Hua Zhenma is the founder of Tencent. He's an intelligent leader in early days of establishment. The company size was small and had a little number of employees. Hua Zhenma and Zhi Dongzhang were responsible for the whole progress of the design work, include code writing, detailed design, and software operation. Furthermore, Hua Zhenma is a leader who has self-confidence trait. At that time, traditional communications companies made profits by charging communication fees, but OICQ users were free to use software. The software itself could not bring direct profits to Tencent. A large amount of expenditure and a small amount of revenue brought a lot of pressure on the company's capital chain. Hua Zhenma did not give up. Believing in the value of users, he thought that a large number of users will bring revenue to the company, such as advertising revenue and membership fee. To sum up, company was compared with leaders in manufacturing industry who leads management knowledge. Technology plays a vital role in IT company. Intelligence is an indispensable trait for the leader. However, The leader should have self-confidence traits if a company wants to live long. Okay, now I'd like to hand you over to my teammate Xiaoran. He will analyze the skills approach and international leadership about Ma. Thank you.
Well, thanks for Ting Fan. I will start my part. My name is Xiaoran Sun. Next page. Research studies in 1990s emphasized the leader's performance rather than what leaders do. A model including leaders' knowledge and skill were used to examine a leader's performance. Ford suggests leadership performance are direct result of leaders' skills in competency in problem solving, social judgment, and knowledge. However, Cass suggests importance of no particular leadership skills varies depending where leaders reside in management hierarchy in technology-oriented startups. The former is more important. Next page. When enterprises encounters problems, it is time to test the leader's problem-solving ability. Tencent encountered a capital chain pressure in the early days of its establishment. A large number of users growth required a large number of servers. They need money to purchase servers. The internet technology companies were not unable to apply for loans in banks at that time. So to solve this problem, Hua Tongma and several founders decided to sell some of their shares for financing by using fast growing users as assets. Hua Tongma wrote a business plan, looked for venture investors, and hoped to reach a financing cooperation. Finally, he got support from IDG and Inca Digital and got the first investment in 2004. Hua Tongma led Tencent to be listed on the main board of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Tencent was survived from the crisis and reached the prosperity. The first thing a startup company needs to solve is the problem of survival. The internet technology companies have simple structures, fewer management function, leaders with good competencies will play a positive effect on performance of companies. Next page. International when the proportion of international business expand is a normal business practice to set up a business center overseas. Recent years, Tencent Games has developed overseas business. Tencent plans to establish an Asian business center in Singapore and transfer its overseas game publishing business to it. The main differences between domestic and foreign games operations political and cultural differences. Therefore, leaders consider establishing branch in a natural country where the political environment is relatively stable. Next page. The Tencent's overseas business on the one hand comes from products developed by Tencent itself, such as Call of Duty Mobile, which has more than 100 million downloads after its first launch, making it one of the most downloaded mobile games. Call of Duty Mobile became an important product to win overseas market share. On the other hand, Tencent has acquired many overseas game companies through mergers and acquisition to form a win-win model to generate more profits generate more profits for the company. This shows that Tencent's overseas leadership mainly relies on technology and capital control. Tencent uses merger and acquisition to avoid the problem of differences in language, culture, and geographical presence. Unlike the initial stage of the company's establishment, mature company needs a management machines leaders need to have management functions to make decisions rapidly. However, a large amount of overseas institutions result in a complicated company structure, which increased the management cost, conflicts of interest emerged between different overseas institutions. That's the end of my part. Now let's welcome Yunpeng.
Hello, my name is Yunpeng Zhao. Now it's my turn to discuss the leadership of another greatest leader, Elon Musk. Firstly, a brief biography is present from Musk's background achievement. Who is Elon Musk? Elon Musk is a legendary entrepreneur who founded PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla Motors. Since 2021, he has been the richest person in the world, whose wealth reached 209.4 billion US dollars. When Musk was young, he realized his great potential in invention and entrepreneurship in his age of 12. He developed a game called Ballista, and it was successfully sold. Musk was born in 1971 in South Africa, and he spent most of his childhood there. In his 70 years old, he began his university life in Queen's University in Canada, and then he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in US. After achieving the undergraduate degree in economics and physics, Musk entered Stanford University in gaining the PhD degree. However, he simply dropped out Stanford after 2 years study for establishing his first business, Zip2 Corporation. Since then, Musk started his internal pressure life and present the global talents. The following are his business milestone. Zip2 Corporation. Zip2 Corporation is Musk's very first business, and he sold Zip2 in 1999 for $307 million. Zip2 provides content on city guide for new websites such as New York Times and Chicago Tribune. PayPal is a reputational online financial service brand. Musk used the money gained from Zip2 Corporation in building the PayPal in 1999, and in 2020 he sold the business to eBay for $2.5 billion. SpaceX is the third business Musk founded, aiming at decreasing the space transportation cost, which benefits the human localization to Mars. Now, SpaceX is the leading private aerospace manufacturer and space transportation service provider. In year 2003, Musk founded his fourth business, Tesla Motors. Tesla is specialized at manufacturing the electronic vehicles, the strong endurance battery, and solar roofs. Musk made a great effort in reducing the product prices by supervising and improving the product design and manufacture process. Elon Musk is believed to be a talented entrepreneur who have present amazing leader gifts and ability. It is worth to further investigate such as character which further explains Musk's success linked to the leadership. In particular, the trait approach is utilized in the Elevate process. According to the trait approach, the traits associated with the leader are born in nature. One with the central trait are more likely to become a leader than others. Next, my groupmate Qingyuan will further analyze Musk's leadership using trait approach.
Hello, it's my turn to further discuss. With Musk's case, the 5-factor personality model is applied in demonstrating how Musk's certain traits contribute him a better leader. As presented, the 5 traits are neuroticism, extroversion, openness, agreeableness, and conscientiousness. To apply the model with Musk's case, the model demonstrates how Musk achieved the success in playing By accessing the news and reports public available, Musk has typical traits of extroversion, agreeableness, and conscientiousness. For instance, Musk is a typical extroverted person who is sociable, assertive, and positive behaved. These extroversion traits played critical roles in his successful entrepreneurship experience. When Musk began his business with Tesla, no one believed that the idea could be implemented, and he encountered doubts and unsatisfaction from investor, employee, media, supplier, and the normal public. Many people even treated Musk as an insane. However, Musk didn't give up. Instead, he solved every problem in Tesla's startup stage by himself and fired anyone who is less capable. This assertive and aggressive optimism quite differs Musk from other people, while it leads to Tesla's success as well. If Musk didn't try his best in solving problems, the Tesla project could fail immediately. Musk's extroversion trait can be detected from his behavior in running the SpaceX company. It is reported that Musk shared his dream in launching rocket and landing on Mars when he dated his second wife. This is crazy and somewhat odd behavior from the aspect of a normal person, especially a woman at that early time. It is almost a dream in landing on Mars. Later, Musk announced his aim in sending normal people on Mars on commercial purpose. This aim is incredible and someone could think it's crazy. However, the business success that's from small idea, even the idea was not realistic at the beginning. Only extroverted people like Musk could generate such optimistic, aggressive, sociable, and assertive idea. His conscientiousness character indicates the success of SpaceX, as Musk is quite responsible, controllable, dependent, and decisive on his duty. Based on the five-factor personality model applied with the trait approach, Musk is investigated to be an inborn leader who has entrepreneurship beneficial traits, which differ from him from others. In short, Musk's leadership is perfectly explained by the trait approach. In addition to the trait approach, the transformation leadership theory is briefly referred to Musk's case. In my opinion, Elon Musk's leadership style falls into the category of transformation leadership perfectly. The transformation leadership emphasizes change in both individual and social system. The transformation leader creates change with certain goals established in advance. In referring to Musk, he always has the new innovative and creative ideas in launching expected and unexpected changes. Employee working for Musk follows his objective by adjusting the process accordingly. This argument has plenty support from Musk's daily life. As reported by the media, Musk announced his objective to send 80,000 people to Mars by year 2050. This incredible objective launches great change among SpaceX employees. Everyone in the company are asked to perform accordingly in order to realize such objective, and it indicates what transformation leadership is. This is all for our presentation today. Thank you for listening. Bye.